Hi, friends. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Great to be with you. We'll begin. So this week is yamas and niyamas, and Shanti is going to be giving us the beautiful lecture tonight. And as we practice, I thought I would focus on the theme, which is really part of all of Ananda Yoga practice, but inward awareness of the spine and lifting that energy upward. The other thing that Swamiji talked about in both chapters is a way of cultivating and practicing with harmony and grace. So as we're practicing tonight, see if you can tune in to an easeful movement in your body. If there's anything challenging at all, maybe back off slightly and find a way to be in the pose that's relaxed and at the same time dynamic. In the tree pose, we'll practice that in a little bit. Swamiji said that if you come into the pose in such a way that the whole time you feel anxious and stressed, you'll lose the whole quality of the pose, which is poise and calmness. So I'll remind you of that as we practice tonight. But our focus is harmony, balance, ease, and centered awareness that's uplifted to the point between the eyebrows. Okay, let's begin. So standing in Tadasana, mountain pose, lift and lengthen through the body with the shoulders relaxed down from the ears. Bring awareness to your feet. See if you can sense the connection with the earth beneath you, the grounding quality that the earth offers us. And begin to take some deep, full breaths in and out. Breathing in and out through the nose, welcome prana and life force flowing within the breath to every cell of your body. Yogananda said that within the prana itself is divine energy, intelligent. It knows just where to go to support the body, to support you in your practice. Welcome the prana, the divine grace that's here for you. Another deep, full breath, in and out. Very nice. Let's transition into full yogic breath, Durga Pranayam 2. So this is a flowing movement. We expand up and stretch and visualize yourself gathering energy into the body and guiding it down through the body. Keep the hands facing toward you. Surrender, release, and let go. Moving at your own pace, the hands stay close to the body. Feel that you're able to draw the energy up as you expand and stretch back slightly. And then flowing back down, surrender, release. You can take more than one exhale down and one inhale up. You can take several breaths if you need, is fine. You can bend the knees also as you're moving. Whatever works for your body, find that quality of balance and harmony with the breath and the physical movement. Borrowing the affirmation from Janushirasana, head to knee pose, left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. See if you can sense that as you breathe and move, left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. Very nice. The next time that you come up, we'll stretch tall and exhale, arms down around, and pause for a moment in Tadasana, standing mountain pose. Keep the belly relaxed. Lift the inward gaze upward. And see if this inflow of prana and life force can be guided to your center. Left and right and all around. Life's harmonies are mine. Very nice. So from here, let's come into Vrikasana, the tree pose. So you can, standing on, let's see, we're going to stand on the left leg and bring the right leg to the side. So you can have the ball of the foot on the floor. You can lift the foot up to the calf or to the thigh. You could also rest your knee on the seat of a chair if you like. The hands can be here at the heart, or you can inhale them out to the side. Lift and lengthen, stretch the spine, and then relax them down just slightly. Lifting the gaze of the eyes. If you feel very solid and balanced, you could close the eyes, but there's no need to do that. Closing the eyes can throw off the balance, so most often we keep them open, but in a relaxed way. See if you can tune into that quality of calmness and poise. I am calm. I am poised. Feel the truth of this affirmation as you repeat it mentally. I am calm. I am poised. Inviting it to fill your whole body, your heart and mind, with calmness and poise. We'll inhale up, extend the arms, exhale down, and pause for a moment. And with each pause, we practice listening, right? We train the mind, the inner ear to notice what's happening in this practice. I am calm. I am poised. Declare that, even if you don't feel it yet. And we'll go to the other side. So now we'll stand on the right leg and we bring the left foot out. Find the position for that. The hands can be here at the heart. They can stay there the whole time. You can inhale them out to the side, or another way to bring them up is to lift them up. So that's a nice modification for shoulders, is to lift the hands up from the heart center rather than go out to the side. The fingers pointed upward guides the flow of energy to rise. Energy responds to the position of the body, to our thoughts, to our intention, to our breath. I am calm. I am poised. Feel the strength and stability of calmness and poise. I am calm. I am poised. Very nice. We'll inhale up, lengthen, and exhale down. Bring the leg back. Stand for just a moment. And part of our practice is even a breath, even a moment of inner awareness begins to reveal to us. Right? We train the mind to be really present. So now we'll come into downward facing dog using the chair to support us unless you'd like to use the floor. So if you know how to practice this on the floor and you want to, you prefer that, you can do that. Each week I'll kind of alternate using the chair more and then more away from the chair. So with the chair, the seat becomes our floor, hands are on the thighs. Lift and lengthen, exhale. Inhale, exhale forward. Bring your hands out. Step the feet back. If you're on the floor, you're in tabletop position, and then you lift the buttocks up. In either case, we release the head so that the ears are in alignment with the upper arms. Begin to breathe deeply. And really bring yourself fully and completely into the pose. Notice how you feel the stretch on the back of the legs, extending all the way through the back, into the arms, down to the hands. The head is lower than the heart, just slightly with the chair. So it's a simple inverted pose when we use the chair, more dramatic on the floor. In either case, the energy rises, flows through the body and into the brain. Quality in this pose is calm expansiveness. The affirmation is calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Very nice to come out of the pose. If you're using the chair, you're going to walk your feet towards the chair and bring yourself back to Tadasana. And pause for a moment. Relax the whole body as you stand. And see that if you can sense the flow of energy moving through the relaxed body, calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. And visualize that, waves of calmness going out as a gift and blessing to all. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Very nice, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So from here we're going to practice a standing pose, and this is called Natarajasana, Dancing Shiva. In this pose I'll show you how to use the chair or how to practice without. So first what we'll do, and this is a little bit of a backward bend and offering yourself forward. So we're going to stand first on the left leg, and you'll bring the right leg back. I'm sorry, opposite that. Stand on the right leg and bring the left leg back. That's what we're doing. So if you're using the chair, you can use the back of the chair to support you. If you're not using the chair, then your arm will come up and float away. And you can intermittently bring the hand back down if you like. Bring yourself forward. You can play with that. Right? Try to find a sense of stability and strength in the pose. The affirmation is, while I move through life, I remain anchored in my highest self. While I move through life, I remain anchored in my highest self. Tune into the strength and concentration required, the challenge of the pose. While I move through life, I remain anchored in my highest self. And then to come out, we release, come back to Tadasana, relax the body, take some deep, full breaths, and just invite the awakened energy to rise smoothly up to the spiritual eye. Yogananda encouraged us to broadcast our thoughts, our affirmations from this point. While I move through life, I remain anchored, centered in my highest self. Very nice. We'll go to the other side. So now we'll stand on the left leg and we'll bring the right leg back. And again, you can have your hand on the back of the chair for support. If you feel stable, you can lift the arm. Offer the heart forward, breathing deeply. The more that you keep your focused awareness within yourself, within your center, the easier it is to stay in the pose. while I move through life, I remain anchored in myself, in our highest truth. Very nice. And we'll come back to Tadasana and pause for a moment. Relax the body and just see, can you feel that energy moving, shifting through you? Very nice. So from here we'll practice pigeon pose in the chair. So this is a deep hip opener. And I'll show you from the side, because sometimes it can help you see my back is fairly, there's a pretty good distance away from the chair. If you know how to practice this on the floor and you prefer that, it's fine. So we'll begin by bringing left foot up over the right thigh. Make sure that you feel that your right leg is stable and supporting you, and that your chair feels stable. You won't fall out of it. The hands together to begin. Lift and lengthen through the body. Inhale. And as you exhale, begin to come forward. And usually pretty quickly, you'll feel a deep stretch in that left hip. And use your breath. Swamiji talks in the chapter about tuning into the practice with relaxation. So rather than forcing ourselves into a stretch, overreaching or pushing, instead we offer and invite, just as God does, right? Offers and invites, never imposing. So we learn to relate to our own body, our own practice in the same way. You can stay right where you are, or if you like, you can surrender the spine, rounding the spine. Sometimes I'll open my hands into a receptive position, drop the head and neck, and take some deep, full breaths in and out. Beautiful affirmation for this pose is I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. To come out of the pose, we'll inhale up. Bring yourself back to neutral if you're in the chair. We'll sit in just a comfortable firm pose in the chair, or on the floor you could be in firm pose, which is a kneeling position, or any comfortable seat. Be very still, and in that stillness and relaxation, notice if you feel more space within the body and a freedom within yourself. I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. See if you can rest with your consciousness right here, right now. Very nice. Let's go to the other side. So now what we'll do is we'll take the right leg, if you're in the chair, and you'll bring that over the left thigh. And we lift and lengthen through the spine. The palms will be together. Inhale. And then take your time as you come forward, right? So just find the position that feels just right for your body. And see if you can work with the body with your breath. How relaxed can you be in this pose? Are you able to consciously relax the muscles with intention? You might imagine breathing into any tension that you feel. Can you send the breath to the body? Guide the breath. And as you do, see if you sense an opening happening. All on its own, the body begins to relax and open and receive the gift of the asana. If you want to come into a further sense of surrender with the spine rounding, you can do that now, turning the palms up. Timeless presence, the spaciousness of eternity. I rise above all thought of past and future, and to the eternal now. To come out of the pose, we'll inhale, bring ourselves back up, uncross. If you're on the floor, just bring yourself back to a comfortable seat. And come into Vajrasana now, the firm pose, or any variation of that asana. Be as still as you can be. Lift the inner gaze. Guide any awakened energy you feel to the spiritual eye. Relax the body. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Very nice. So we'll practice a simple spinal twist and then a seated forward bend for the last part of our practice before meditation. So the simple version in the chair is you keep the knees together and the feet on the floor. You lift and lengthen the spine and exhale, slowly turn towards the left. Eventually looking back in the direction of the left shoulder. Take a few deep breaths in and out. The affirmation is I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. Guiding the awakened energy from the base of the spine. Swamiji said it floods the heart center here, and we lift it to the spiritual eye to purify that energy of love, and it becomes divine love and divine friendship. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. And then we'll inhale and exhale, unwind, and pause. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and slowly begin to turn. Take your time. Twist, keep the shoulders relaxed down from the ears. Looking back now over the right shoulder. Feel yourself as a channel of divine love, goodwill, and friendship to all. I radiate love and goodwill to soul friends everywhere. Waves of energy, divine friendship and light as a blessing to all. Very nice. We'll inhale, exhale back to center. We'll come into a seated forward stretch, just to stretch out and release the spine and bring the head forward, and we'll come up for meditation. So lift and lengthen, slide the hands down, and begin to bring yourself forward.
Take some deep, full breaths here. This is seated Balasana, the child's pose. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. Deep, full breaths in and out. To come out, we'll inhale very slowly. Just bring yourself back up. Bring your hands into position and come into a comfortable seat now for meditation.